we be out of town.
15 seconds.
I'm kidding. You don't have to.
I'll see draw off the dome.
5 seconds.
Happy Wednesday, believers. May your heart be full of joy and happiness today. I know ours is in the studio. I don't know about y'all, but today I got an extra dose of energy because I woke up to a God that told me I am enough. If you're enough, turn to your neighbor and say, I am.
I am.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Tamara Fair, on the air, and I'm proudly posted in the studio with the Brunch Bunch. What's up, y'all?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going
You
on?
know what's going on, Jarrell. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't know. Do you feel good today?
I feel amazing.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. What happened to you?
Nothing. It's just a little closer to payday.
I know. That'll do it.
Yeah.
That will do it. Y'all, we got a great show for you today. As we always say, it's always our aim to send you back better than you can. If we did our job today, I want you to let us know. Go on our social media, on the Brunch Bunch on Facebook, or on my actual social media page on Instagram, Tammy T Fair, and let me know. Now, if we didn't do our job, just don't say nothing. All right?
Amen.
In the meantime, don't go nowhere. Keep it locked right here on Inspiration 1390.
Hey, it's your main man, Action Jackson, and let me put you on the way I get my style right. GQ Gentleman, located at 749 South State Street, right here in Chicago. Whether
Not
it's
that
the church,
Gemini. That Gemini
prom,
come off
weddings, or
stone.
galas, GQ Gentleman has the suits that keep me looking sharp and feeling confident. Need that perfect fit? Call them at 773-966-4383. That's 773-966-4383. And tell them Action Jackson sent you.
I'm State Representative LaShawn K. Ford.
And I'm Lester Barclay, Honorary Consul of Jamaica. Jamaica needs your help. Hurricane Melissa has devastated our island.
Donate online at myjack.org. That's myjack, MIJAC.org, or drop supplies at Chatham Community Center or Agape Kingdom Generation Church in Skokie. One Jamaica,
One Midwest.
Be social. Be outspoken. Be family. Be different. Be cool.
DJ B-Lo.
New luxury brand from Tamara Fair.
Oh, that would be great.
Two distinct fragrances.
I love you too, DJ B-Lo.
And the alluring forbidden kiss. Order Queez today.
Feeling
Go
broke.
to
What's going on?
and get your favorite
Damn,
fragrance
stuff
today.
in my mouth.
BEQUEESE.com.
I'm so hungry today.
BeQueez.com.
I'm LaShawn
I guess that's
K.
part of my
Ford.
energy.
For seniors
I
and
know what it's
families,
why I got so
healthcare
much
is a
energy.
matter of survival.
I
In
put that
Congress, I will
spirulina in
fight
my
to
water.
protect the Social Security
Evidently,
because
it's
you
energy.
earned it. Defend the Medicare.
It's what?
You rely on it and
At Frank's
strengthen
Protestants,
Medicaid,
you know?
so no family is
Well, he
forced
told me
to
to put it in the
choose
water
between
and sip it all
medicine
day.
and rent. I
You guys
will
know we
stand
wanna
up
listen
to
to
the
this.
Trump administration.
For those
to
of you who
keep
can't
these
have coffee
promises.
and
I am
don't drink
LaShawn
tea,
K. Ford. I'm asking
might
for
wanna
your vote
listen-
on
tune in on
March
Friday.
17th. Thank you. Paid
because this
for
spirulina is
by
giving me
LaShawn K.
energy
Ford
abound,
Photography.
honey.
Yeah.
I feel like I could jump over this whole
Are you ready to
board.
take your business to the
You
next level?
want to sit?
No.
No.
I heard about the workers' company.
And there's no better place than
It ain't all that.
With thousands of
You
listeners tuning
stupid.
in every weekday
Yeah,
from 12 to
Pablo
1
called
p.m.
here.
Inspiration.
Pablo called.
1390.
What you say?
Your business can gain exposure, connect with our community,
Don't call me.
and even be featured as a special guest on the show. Don't wait. Call us today at
When was that?
773-345-7441.
something.
That's 773.
Well, 11:40, I was on the phone with Jamaica.
345-744.
Yeah, no, I've seen if he
Brunch
sent
Bunch.
you the
Where
Home Depot
business,
text though.
culture, and community come together.
Doesn't look like it.
45
In a
seconds.
crash and need some
Oh, here's
cash?
Pablo.
Don't start panicking.
Where?
Just call Flanagan
Oh,
and
that's
Green Law
11
Group,
this morning.
773-789-8-LAW, or visit our website, WINSdayBrunch.com. Attorney
Tell us,
Flanagan has
1
settled millions of dollars in cases for car crashes, truck cases, slip and
How many
falls,
seconds?
medical malpractice,
30
police
now.
misconduct, and more.
Oh, my
No
God.
one wants to be injured, but if you are, make the
Is that
best
the
of it.
story?
Call Chicago's #1 accident attorney, concentrating in
Oh, you
serious
going
injuries,
first? Good.
wrongful death, and medical
Good.
malpractice.
Go first?
Flanagan Injury
No.
Law Group.
You want to
Legal
what's
services
going on
in the
as
room?
soon as
What's going on?
and dedicated
On
to
TV.
giving you truth, service, and justice. Call us at 773-789-8-LAW.
It's by God's grace. Well, talk to me.
Contact us online at WindyCityInjury.com. Flanagan Injury Law Group. We work for you.
Where's the action, Jackson?
I'll tell you what's going on.
No, this is not Action Jackson believers, but you have just tuned in to Big Brother Jarrell on Inspiration 1390, and this is the Brunch Bunch, and I'm here to tell you what's going on this wonderful Wednesday. So what is going on is, unwilling to make a bad deal even worse, Mayor Johnson drops out of the competition to buy back the parking meters in Chicago. So Mayor Brandon Johnson announces that Chicago will not move forward with the buying back its parking meters, ending what had briefly been a serious look at reclaiming control of controversial assets sold nearly 2 decades ago. The meters were privatized in 2008 under the Mayor Richard M. Daley in the 75-year lease that brought the city $1.15 billion. Since then, the deal has become unpopular with many residents and officials, largely because the private operators have raised rates while capturing much of the long-term revenue. City Hall has submitted an undisclosed bid to try to purchase the meters back after the current private owner signaled it might sell. But the city quickly determined that the asking price, reportedly a rough triple what Chicago originally received, was too high and would carry excessive financial risk. Johnson noted that the buyback would have required the city to borrow billions of dollars, use future parking revenue as collateral, and likely lock in year after year rates increases to service the debt. He said such a deal would have made a bad deal even worse and could have limited Chicago's flexibility to adjust parking policies, such as removing meters to allow more pedestrian spaces and bike lanes. Finance committee members like ALD Bill Conway agreed, saying multi-billion-dollar deal would be a poor investment for taxpayers, and at that time when the city is already managing significant fiscal challenges. Analysts pointed out that even if parking habits change or revenues decline due to shifts such as self-driving vehicles or congestion pricing, the city would still be on the hook for 100% of the associated debt. Rather than pursue the purchase, Johnson and other officials are now focusing on using the city's required approval for any ownership transfer to negotiate improvements in meter operations that could benefit residents. Some advocates suggest efforts to reclaim control over how street spaces is used or reduce payments to investors when parking is taken out of service, but critics originally believed the structure is so one-sided that there is very little the city can do to change substantially, short of renegotiating specific terms one piece at a time. In sum, the administration's decisions reflects a cautious approach to fiscal risk, choosing to avoid a costly buyback that would strain the city's finances, even as frustrations persist about an unpopular long-term deal that continues to shape Chicago's parking landscape.
Isn't it always interesting how people that are broke on another level players play?
Yeah.
Like literally, if you owed as much money as the city of Chicago owes in pension debts, would you literally be trying to go buy something for $1 billion? Like I got to give it to Brandon for that.
I don't understand what's going on in this situation at all. You know, I do understand that the parking situation is, outsourced by another country. They did buy all of that debt, but
they only gave a $1.1 billion.
Yeah,
we owe more than that in pension funds.
Yeah, we do. I just know this parking situation is out of pocket.
Well,
it is out of pocket.
It is because people are like literally, and what's her name? What's the past mayor's name? Lightfoot. She didn't make it any better.
Yeah.
So what she did was you get a warning ticket on your first offense if you were driving 6 miles over the speed limit.
Yeah.
And then the worst. And then if you were driving more, like I don't know what the actual number was, but a significantly more mile, speed limit, then you would get an actual ticket. They would give you a warning first, and then it would be $35 for your first infraction, and then it just went up from there. Well, people that are trying to go to work, they're not paying attention to that. But 6 miles, usually, I mean, I've driven 10 miles over the speed limit on the interstate, and the police don't stop me. I just blow right past them, and the police don't stop me. But there is a grace period that they get. I mean, a grace speed that they give you.
Yeah, and I mean, we can talk about the prices of the tickets that you get.
That's what I'm talking about. It's ridiculous.
$75, $90, $100 sometimes. 2 days before Christmas, I got a boot put on my car, and it's nobody's fault but mine. But you're talking about a $900 bill 3 days before Christmas, guys. I'm not made of money. And at the end of the day, it's just
a bunch of people didn't get no gifts this Christmas.
We don't even got to talk about that. Mom was very upset. But anyway, like I said, man, these Chicago parking meters are ruining people's lives out here. Man.
Yeah.
And the prices are just out of control, man. And you know what, Mr. Brandon Johnson, I'm very proud that you didn't add, more debt to the city and made our taxes go up. But we got to figure this.
Well, when you
out.
said taxpayers, let me tell you something. This taxpayer ain't paying for no parking.
Oh,
I'm not. No. First of all, when I'm talking about paying for any parking deal that we have to foot. First of all, if that were the case, you should have put it in a referendum and asked us if we wanted to do that. Now, he declined it, which was a good thing. But if that were to go forward, we would have a civil revolt, like literally not lead it, because coming off the heels of these property taxes that are out of control, like literally out of control, and then you want to who even thought of this?
Now I will ask this, right? When they do charge me the money for the tickets for the parking meters and things like that, that money does not go back into the city at all, does it?
It goes to the owners of the parking.
Right, and those owners are, I got a little inside information. Those owners are in Dubai. Correct. So every time somebody gets a ticket in Chicago, that money is being used to fund Dubai.
But it does beg the question of why is the city of Chicago still the collector of that instead of, I guess that's part of the deal. But yeah, that's a bad deal.
We're creating Dubai, guys.
Yeah. We should go for free.
That's what I'm
We should be able to go to Dubai. Hey, look, I got that parking pass. You know what parking pass I'm talking about.
A $900 boot ticket. That's a plane ticket to Dubai.
First class.
Come on.
Well, almost first class.
I don't know about that. But Spirit, they get you there.
Spirit goes to Dubai.
I'll figure it out.
No, you'll figure it out. Your Spirit will go take you to Dubai. But you know what? I have got to give him accolades for that because that was a bad deal. I don't know. It sounded like a fire sale that Daly was doing to just plug some gaps.
Yeah.
But that's a 100-year deal.
I mean, they said it was 2008, so Blagojevich Day. It was a lot going on back then.
Blagojevich don't have nothing to do with the city.
I'm just saying, in 2007, 2008, it was a lot going. There was a Senate seat being sold and all type of.
Oh yeah, and then there was the housing crisis.
Hello. So maybe he had to make a quick little deal, right quick. Get a little quick.
Yeah. But I'm glad Brandon didn't exacerbate that deal. And you know what? It's decisions like that make you feel comfortable with leadership because that would have been really, really bad. And that would have probably sealed his fate in the next election. So obviously he's got a big chance now. I appreciate that. Well, thank you for letting us know that. All right now. But you know what? We always give you news you can use, not news you can just store. It's up to you to do with what you need to do. Keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on in your city, in your state, and in your country. Well, you can't help but keep what's going on in your country because it's all over every news. And when we come back, we're gonna talk about it. Nobody gonna stop us from talking about it right here on the Brunch Bunch.
Stacey is here.
Okay, cool. Jarrell is who? What did you say? Product snob.
I'm a product snob.
No, that's her name.
Oh, what did she
I
say
think
about
that's
me?
I think that's staying in your lane on Instagram.
Oh yeah. No, Jarrell is a lot of things.
Jarrell is everything. What's up, Reynolds Provision? Hey, Zackies. I appreciate you guys joining us today. It is Wednesday. What's the temperature outside in the shop? I bet you we can go low. When they go high in Chicago on the weather, we go to the basement.
It's 30 degrees.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's happening?
Sounding
Long
good,
time
Joel.
no
I've been listening
see.
to you, man.
Oh, yeah, you heard me.
You sounded fantastic, young man.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Tomorrow will be 5 degrees, and then Friday will be -10.
So guys,
That's awesome.
5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, hold up. She said
Tomorrow's going to be
-10
5
the
degrees,
day
and Friday's going to be like -10.
That's awesome.
So did y'all see my Instagram post? If y'all did not see my Instagram post or in his Facebook too. Hey, how wonderful. It's great to see you. If y'all didn't see my Instagram post, go on Tammy T Fair and read, like, and share my Instagram post. Like literally, it is bone chilling cold outside. Not today. This is a reprieve. Now, for those of you who are living in the tropics, oh, he's the big brother. She said, "Why did you say big brother?"
I'm Big Brother Jarrell. That's my name.
He said, "That's Big Brother Jarrell." You heard him. You heard him. spread that word.
Not Big Brother Almighty, but Big Brother Durrell.
That's right, Big Brother JJ. But anyway, so go on my Instagram, Tammy T Fair, and I want you to like it and share it. Like literally, it is too cold for humans. However, they're talking about Friday CPS may close. Premier Childcare will be open. In the vortex, rain, sleet, or snow, you can bring your kids.
I'm out of here Thursday night.
Yep, you going. Where you going?
South Carolina. I don't even know South Carolina. Is that cool there?
No, it's warm there. South Carolina is beautiful.
Really?
Oh, I don't know. I've been in North Carolina, but I think it's beautiful.
I'll let you know.
Shango from Humboldt. What's up? I like that name. I love a rhyme. Don't y'all love a rhyme? But anyway, so if you guys think that this mayor's decline, childcare don't close, you got that right. We the backbone. Come through. Inglewood, Tanya, basketball mom, 0920.
Didn't Terrell say it would have been 3 times what we had to pay 3 times what we originally paid for? That makes no sense.
That was crazy.
Who would ever take that?
Well, you know what? Eventually, after you service the debt, it would have paid off. But look at all the interim of actually servicing that debt, because they making money hand over fist with the tickets.
Yeah.
However, it would be better if we still had control over that revenue, because it would fill a lot of holes. But I'm not sure. You know what? Research and find out what was Daly's motivation for making that project. T Breezy in the building. For those of you who don't know that I am a DJ too, that's my DJ name. T Breezy on the ones and twos. I only DJ private parties. I mean real private, like my own.
It's your own.
My own. She perform in the shower. Me too. I sing in the shower. If you can put a shower on stage, I'm your girl. I am your lead. Like, you about to be brown. Help me, Lord. Help me.
You were right about the plugging gaps, but
Give me 1 second.
Skokie. One Jamaica, one Midwest.
in 2000.
Are you ready
Yep.
to make your dream home a reality?
Oh, so he didn't want to raise property taxes. But look, you kick the can down the road, because now the property taxes are out of control. They are off the meter.
You think that had to do with anything with today's property taxes?
Well, we're not getting that revenue, so when you are gapping from that, it's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. What's up, Robbie? Oh, Shayoshu. I know I botched that name, and I apologize, but I do want to tell you how happy I am that you have joined us. Thank you so very much. Thank you guys for sending up those hearts. Truly do appreciate you. Hey, I would love to train your ECE staff on trauma care. Okay. Objective observations and social emotional development. Listen, let me tell you something. The person that you talk to about that is Mariah Fair, my very own daughter, and she would be happy to entertain that. So DM me your information and I will pass it on to her, and she will get in touch with you. Thank you. And thank you for tuning in. You know what? We have produced trauma-informed care providers. In the past, we had Tanya Brown was actually at the helm of that. And so we have a lot that we have produced, but we still have a few more that we need to train. So that would be great, because we don't do it anymore.
No one wants to be injured, but if you are, make the best of it. Call Chicago's #1 accident attorney, concentrating in serious injuries, wrongful death, and medical malpractice.
You kind of down today? You okay?
You know,
We on live.
Call us at 773-789-8-LAW or contact us online at WINSdayCityInjury.com. Flanagan Injury Law Group. We work for you.
The Leaders Network has partnered with Great Lakes Credit Union to increase access to financial services and funding for the residents of Chicago's Austin community and surrounding areas.
That's why we created Leaders Network Financial in partnership with Great Lakes Credit Union, a community-driven, member-owned credit union where people come first. Enjoy high-yield checking, lower loan rates, and resources for home ownership, down payment assistance, and business banking solutions that work for you.
Just call
us today at 773.
It's going, you know,
Perk up. He's making way for more.
It's Florida business, but you know,
we can connect you
but
with
I'll be
personal banking and help you get
Yeah,
started.
that was
She saw
a,
the 2 months free.
No.
345-7441. Leaders Network Financial in partnership with Great Lakes Credit Union.
And then, of course, they send you to retention, which companies do. They ask you what you have. Yeah. So it's
Brunch Bunch.
Sir, if anybody knows who is the author of We're Gonna Do It If They Like It or Not, somebody tell me. Who is that?
I don't know.
I thought you said, Well, Trump said they were going to take over Greenland and they're going to build stuff over there, whether you like it or not. Well, of course, true Trump style, he changed his mind. Trump rules out using military force to acquire Greenland in Davos speech. Well, at an annual World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, President Donald Trump used his keynote address to renew a controversial push for the United States to gain control of Greenland, the vast Arctic territory that is part of the Kingdom of Denmark. Well, Trump argued that Greenland holds strategic importance to the United States national security and claimed that no other country or alliance is positioned to defend it effectively. He said the United States should enter immediate negotiations with Denmark about transferring control, emphasizing its location on the northern frontier of the Western Hemisphere and its potential role in global defense strategy. Well, despite raising his demand, Trump took steps to reassure global audiences by explicitly ruling out the use of military force to acquire the territory, stating, "I don't want to use force. I won't use force." He framed the request as a diplomatic initiative, though one backed by the strength and influence of the United States. And you remember, the United States has the largest, most populated, most funded military in the universe, right? And he further called Denmark ungrateful for not being more receptive to U.S. overtures. And Trump also tied the issue to broader themes in his speech, including criticisms of Europe's allies, discussion of trade and economic policy, and declarations about America's role on the world stage. Well, the reaction from international leaders was swift. They clapped back immediately. Denmark and other NATO allies reiterated that Greenland is not for sale. I repeat, not for sale, and stressed that decisions regarding its sovereignty rest with the Danish government and the people of Greenland. Conversely, not the people of the United States, and moreover, not Trump. Well, European officials expressed strong opposition to outside pressures and signaled that U.S. efforts to renegotiate control could strain diplomatic relationships. And I'm going to put could in quotations. Well, the insistence on Greenland overshadowed other topics at the forum and drew attention to ongoing tensions between the United States and its European partners over defense responsibilities, trade, and global cooperation. Do you think that Trump has a conversation with the allies before he makes these kind of speeches? I don't want an answer from you. That was rhetorical. So while Trump presented his stance as a matter of securing a key territory for collective defense, critics underscored the legal and ethical complexities of such a proposal, noting that Greenland's status as the autonomous region of Denmark is recognized as international law and backed by its residents. Well, the episode highlighted not only the strategic importance of the Arctic in global geopolitics, but also the challenges inherent in balancing national ambitions with diplomatic alliances. Now, that's all fancy words of saying, I want Greenland because I want to make it a new Mar-a-Lago. Right?
Correct. That's what's correct.
That's what's going on. Well, I do think that it is strategic. I think that Greenland has a value to the world, but I don't know if that is the actual impetus as to why Trump is saying that he wants to take over Greenland. And it might be part of it. But here's the good news about it. Trump may wake up tomorrow or maybe later on today and say, you know what, forget Greenland. But watch out for who he targets next.
This is very scary. I mean, my fair-skinned Gemini brother, Mr. President Trump, I don't know where he's going with this situation. You know, I think maybe he's just picking on Greenland because Greenland's never been in a war with anybody. They not ready for no smoke. And I can't help but feel like we just did the situation with Russia and Ukraine not too long ago, and we're doing it all over again. He's starting way too many problems. We got a Venezuelan problem. Now we got a Greenland problem. We still got a Ukraine problem. Ain't no telling if that Afghanistan-Iraq situation has ever actually mended itself. We still coming off of the pandemic and all of that. We just have too many issues to be starting new issues.
And all that eliminates the Epstein problem, right?
Yeah.
All of that.
All that eliminates. And here's the thing. How do you get at a bully? You hit him right in the mouth, right? At the end of the day, he's going at these small countries. He ain't come at Russia like that.
Exactly.
He ain't come at China like that.
And I don't want to come at anybody like that. We want to preserve the peace here.
I'm with you, but he don't see. He's a bully. Again, you got to hit the bully right in the mouth. So when those European nations get together like they've gotten together, you know,
because BRICS is adding new people on, new countries on every year.
Absolutely.
I mean, so where do you guys see this going long term? Because at this point, it's really looking like a World War III.
It's not going anywhere. I don't think it's going anywhere. I think that he's going to try to negotiate something, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Now, had they not stepped up, then it would have went somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We talked about how strategic Greenland is in the military scope, but more specifically, the location of Greenland sits between North America and Europe near the Arctic Circle, and it's a key position for defense and surveillance. And so, you know, we in the United States are like, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that we are number one in surveying our people, right?
Yeah.
And people that aren't ours.
Correct.
And so it overlooks the gap of Greenland, Iceland, and UK, and a corridor historically vital for monitoring Russian naval and air activity. I don't think that he's really on that page right now, because I think he and the leader of Russia have an alliance that you don't have to like monitor it.
I agree with you.
But the U.S. already has a major base there, and it's called Patuxent Tule, which plays into missile warning space tracking and early threat detection. And full control could, in theory, make the U.S. defense operation easier to manage without relying on Danish permission. So it does have a big role in the military scope, but I think there's some double inspirations here.
The other piece to that is these European nations know we don't band together now. We on the menu too.
Yeah.
So we next. And that's exactly what's going on. That's why they were talking about having to stop Russia with Ukraine. Who's next after that?
I just want us to stay in our own lanes. You know what I mean? All of this to me sounds like we're going to have to deploy more troops, which means we're going to send more 18-year-olds overseas to not come back. And I don't want that for any of us, man. We should just stay in our lane, man.
Stay in our lane? That is not something that the United States has historically been able to achieve. Our lane in the United States is whatever lane we choose to be our lane. Yeah. It's just that simple.
I think they ought to draft Barron and let him go to war.
His son.
Since he's sitting on corporate boards at 19 years old, you know, and they done already, you know, hit everybody for $1.5 billion so far since he's been in office. Let him go to military for about 3-4 years and see if Trump want to go to war.
3 or 4 years? Oh, you talking 3 or 4 days? Have you seen your boy?
No, 3 or 4 years.
I said he wouldn't last 3 or 4 days.
Correct.
What are you talking about? I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a beautiful kid. And I don't know his personality. I haven't seen enough of it on TV. I don't know that, but it just doesn't look like he's built for battle. No. I'm just sorry.
His daddy ain't either.
And that's the problem that we have with Russia, because their leaders are built for battle.
Yes, correct. And North Korea
and China,
and China. And the United States. Don't play the United States military cheap, because typically
be the best.
That's how we can go around the world and bully.
Well, I've seen.
And
you know, I've seen it, Tamara, as a veteran, but I'm simply saying it's the people that's poking the horse, so to speak, right? Won't go to war. They're just gonna send you and your children and your family to go. He just gonna say, you know.
I don't know. He did go over to Venezuela and brought your boy and his girl out.
That's a small country again. Again,
But Venezuela, here, you guys can answer this for me. Yeah. Now, according to why he captured the Venezuelan president and the first lady, is because he said that the Venezuelan president was a part of the cartel. Where was the cartel buddies that's usually guarding the rest of the leader of the cartel? If that's true. Because to me, that doesn't sound true.
They probably left Venezuela with everybody else who left Venezuela.
That ain't what. That's not typical of cartel behavior. I'm just sorry. Not in the movies I've seen.
Well, Maduro's right hand man is who's in charge now, and if that's the case, he's part of the cartel too, right?
I guess so.
So why you didn't shut down the entire government and get rid of everybody?
Because maybe you could control them.
Well, that's true too, because Trump is a cartel here in the U.S., so he's communicating with the cartel over there as well.
But you all probably, you might not have, but you probably saw Clear and Present Danger.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and so that's kind of mimicking what's going on. And if you haven't seen Clear and Present Danger, it's a very old movie, and it really does tell you strategically how these military minds think and what goes on in global politics and global politics. I guess it's really interesting. So you might want to look at that and see if you see any correlations. In the meantime, in between time, we can talk about politics all day long. Our job is to introduce you to what's going on. Your job is to research it and see what your position is on it. So I said at the beginning of this show, if we did our job, I want to hear about it. Tammy T. Fair on Instagram and the Brunch Bunch on Facebook. Y'all, keep it locked right here. We'll be right back with your boy, our resident safety guru, Stacey Chauncey. It's Inspiration 1390.
Okay.
You want to not talk when I'm talking on air about not what we talking about?
Oh, like I'm not in, right?
I was supposed to say Stacey Chauncey.
No.
You looked at me like
no, I try to look at everybody. No. What's up, Raquel? It's Shawnee, baby. It's a long chat. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you tuning in. So for those of you who have not tuned in since January the 1st, you probably don't know, but I'm going to remind you that we have a hold your hand through your New Year's resolution phase. Because typically, statistically, by the 9th of January, people who've made resolutions usually abandon them, right? I made a resolution. I wear lace fronts, and this is not a lace front. And so I've taken my lace front off, and I'm growing my own hair. Now, don't get it twisted. I bought her. I love her. She loves me back. But this is not my own. But my hair is growing so good up underneath. And we're going to have what, Jarrell? A great reveal. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I did when it is finished. It's 8 weeks. We're now in the 4th week of my 8-week journey, and it's going great. So anybody who is interested, who's lost their edges like I did, and is interested in knowing what my regimen is, DM me, and I will tell you exactly what I've been doing. And I have seen significant new hair growth in the short amount of time that I have been doing this.
You got me?
I got you. You want to grow hair? I got you.
It might be pointing over time.
No, I'm serious. Those follicles where it looks like it's clean. Clean.
Only God can touch the top.
But literally, I've been doing some great things. It's amazing because I had that same thing in one spot of my hair.
Yeah.
Now it's little sprouts coming out.
Wow.
And my hair now is not as long as this, but it's about.
Well, you know what, Stacey? I take that back. If Chico Bean can grow from hair,
Chico Bean.
Well, Deion Sanders too. Brian Urlacher, you know what I'm saying? But they have.
There's no reason in the world now not to have what you want, not to look how you want to look. Because it's always something that can address where you gapping.
All right.
Zoe,
Okay.
you turn down a little bit.
Address where you gapping. That's right.
I love it.
But you know what? It has actually been freeing. Like at night when I go home, I take her off. She got her own little section in my house. And she has a stand. I'm going to get her a bedroom too. And you know why I'm going to get her a bedroom? Because she has friends.
She has friends?
She has friends.
In high places?
That's right. And her friends they have a different style, but they all get along. So I'm going to give her a bedroom. Anyway, I can't wait till this reveal. No, you do.
You hip to this, Tamara? Ted and Cher?
This is trap gospel. I'm not hip to it.
She did God Can Heal on that.
Yeah, no.
Man, let me tell you something.
Yeah, no.
She played the wrong one, but it's okay.
I played the wrong one.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was the one.
No, I thought it was God is so faithful, but it's okay.
Oh, because you pointed at it and it said God can hear.
Yeah. Can you fade it?
Yeah.
It's Shawnee, baby. I love that name. I should. Okay.
It's time to automate to elevate. It's your man, Stacy Chauncey. Let's go. What's up, good people? What's up? Hello to the Brunch Bunch crew.
What's up, Stacy?
Terrell over there in the command center making it do what it do.
I am here. Good afternoon, brother Stacy. How you feeling?
It's always a pleasure and honor to be with you guys. Amazing. All is well, man. All is well.
So
what's up, Urban Jet Setter?
You know it. But I'm grounded.
You grounded for now?
You know why?
Why?
First of all, I have a campaign that I'm working on very vigorously.
Yes.
But the second thing is there's an airstrike until March, which kind of plays right in because the midterms are March 17th. So I'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We ain't got to look for you because you're going to be right
here.
Okay, not a problem. What's up, Brother Jarrell?
What's good, man? So I just wanted to start the interview off right, man. In 2026, man, I heard that you was doing something new for the clients this year. Me and Tamara, we had spoke earlier this year, right? And, I had a 2027 goal, right? I was ready to bring a kid into the world. But my 2026 goal was I had to increase my income in order to prepare for this child, right?
Yes, sir.
And so in 2026, a little birdie told me that Stacy Chauncey, had opened up the floodgates and gave everybody an opportunity to increase their income in 2026. So let's talk about this referral program that you're bringing to the table this year.
That could double your income.
Oh yeah,
mind you, he doesn't have a prospect to have this baby, but he's gonna have one.
I heard that. I'm like, he's looking to have a baby. Okay, that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you for 2025. It was a year of ups and downs, but we know God is good, and we still here at the end of the day because God is God, right? And I want to send a big shout out and a thank you to the clients that trusted me to protect their home and their business. So we protected hundreds of clients last year, and our goal is to double that this year. And so we just want to give recognition to the clients that have been with us for multiple years. And we want to continue to build on the years of trust and service. So one of the new programs that Darrell's talking about is our Family and Friends Referral Program. Not only do I work with real estate agents, loan officers, so on and so forth, but I get a number of clients when I go out and service them to say, hey, Mr. Chauncey, what happens if I refer somebody to you? Can I get a couple of coins? Can I do something? So I thought it was only fair for me to put a referral program specific to the listeners. So if you are a listener and you're hearing us today and you know of a relative that needs life safety, your church needs life safety, needs security system cameras or whatnot, someone just moved in across the street or whatnot, or you even need to update your system. But we want you to understand that we will provide you with a referral fee if you refer those individuals to Secure Home and Automation.
Well, you know what? I'm excited about that because while Jarrell is busy trying to impregnate his yet to be met baby mama, you are actually impregnating people's pockets. So I'm excited about that. So you mentioned the updates to your referral program. What's new and how are both current customers and non-customers going to benefit from it? Like how much money could they actually earn? Depends on what.
So I beta tested this towards the end of the year, and the young lady I beta, well, she's a senior, she retired. And she was averaging anywhere from $300 to $600 a month.
What?
Just an extra income without having to say welcome to Walmart.
Did you see how Jarrell's eyes started blinking?
Extra $600 a month?
Absolutely.
How
I mean,
many peppers I could buy with extra?
and so what we do, she would simply refer the client to me. I would go out and see the client. The client ended up taking advantage of our promotion. We do the zero down, no out-of-pocket investment. A week and a half after the installation, she'll receive a $100 referral fee.
Oh wow!
And so she liked having that extra money coming in to do a couple of things with her grandchildren because she was taking care of her grandchildren. So she would take them to the movies, whatever you want to use it for. But she did it for a few months. I said, you know what? Imagine if I duplicated what she was doing and made it available to everybody. We're not doing a $25 referral fee. We're doing a $100 referral fee.
That's massive.
That can be a gift card. That can be Zelle to you, however you want, within a week and a half of putting that client in.
That's $7,200 a year. Just so you know.
Let me say this, Tamara. Now you do have to fill out a 1099. I'm not paying your taxes on it, okay?
No, but still, $7,200 you pay your deferred taxes.
Yes, yeah.
So for people who may not need full security system, tell us about the new camera only program that you're rolling out in homes for 2026 and businesses.
Well, what's great about that is that, again, people will come to me and say, listen, I already have a security system, but I just want some standalone cameras around the perimeter of my home. Do you have anything that speaks to that? So we created a program that's really, really user-friendly, that if you want a system, whether it's 4 cameras, 8 cameras, 12 cameras, we can do that for you. And we have some zero-down programs with that, where you can do financing through Klarna, Affirm, and all those kind of organizations to get what you need. And so that's something new. Again, if people already have a life safety system, they don't need that, but they just want cameras for their residential home or even their commercial business, we can provide that to them as well. That's new as well.
So you said this is for residential homes, commercial businesses. What about like schools, churches? All of that is included.
Listen,
also?
what's the never you need?
Yeah.
What's the never?
That's 3 words, Jarrell. What's the never you need? Right. We have it for you. And the fact that we're blessed to be MBE, DBE, BBE, when you start talking about school, we have the credentials and certifications to go into those organizations and do that.
I have a friend that might have he has a parking lot. Is there any way that you can look out for him?
We just did a parking lot. We just did a tow yard a couple of weeks ago. Gentleman has a tow yard that's about 5,000 square feet. And so we put cameras all around the perimeter. Where it has Zoom capabilities, PTZs, and all that kind of stuff. And he financed that.
Cha-ching, Jarrell. Go count your 600. I see.
And so on that referral piece that we're talking about, for individuals that might very well just be retired, just looking for some extra income. Or even if you are still working and you want to make some extra income, you have the ability to do it from wherever you are. You know, you can create your own list of individuals that you have relationships with, your sorority sisters, your fraternity brothers, your church members, sisters at the whomever you think that might benefit from what we're talking about. We can make that happen.
So wait a minute. Social media wants to know how can they get in touch with you so they can make this money?
You know how they can call me.
I know they can call 866-447-3344. Now, if you want to keep your antiquated system, that's your business. But if you know somebody who does not want to keep their system antiquated, you want to call this number 866-447-3344, and maybe they might double refer. Like the person that referred you to them, they might double refer you to the next person.
Correct. And that makes so much sense. The other thing I want to share with the listeners is that we did our website. It's going to be launching on next Monday. Much more robust website, and I'm so excited about that because we really want to make it more of an e-commerce type situation. So individuals will be able to go onto the website. If they know what they want, they can customize their packages. They can order their packages and schedule an installation date all from the website.
Okay. Do you have a name on that?
Yeah, we do. It's securehomeandautomation.com, but again, it won't be live until next week.
All right, next week.
Okay.
Right.
So the current website is still up. Yeah. But it won't. The new one will be launching on next Monday, right? So I'll make sure when I come back on next week,
what I was gonna say.
so we can roll that right on out.
Yeah. So Stacey, I want you to spell that because "and" might be A-N-D or
that's what it is.
Okay.
Secure Home and A-N-D. securehomeandautomation.com.
All right. So how does the new e-commerce feature change the way people can shop, schedule installations, and get service?
So here's the thing. When you know what you want, because I've talked to some clients that know about this technology, like a person like Jarrell, they know exactly what cameras they want, where they want them, how many motion sensors they need. They don't want me to come out and go through all that. They have an idea. So now they can go to the website, pick the equipment they want, customize the package, pay for the package, and schedule the installation.
Wow.
And so, and the great thing about that, we're able to do this and duplicate in all states, all 50 states, wherever there's a major sports team, Secure Home and Automation is there, and we can service you wherever you are. Meet the people where they at, right?
Meet your people where you at.
So if someone wants a personalized assessment instead, what should they expect when they call, 866-447-3344?
What they should expect is that I'm going to reach out to them in a timely fashion. We're going to go out and do a complete security analysis of their home and design a package that fit their security needs as well as their financial needs.
Yeah, we're going to put Jarrell's name on the ticket.
You know what? The best way to manifest something is to write it down and continue to put it in the atmosphere. So I got to applaud you, Jarrell. You keep on, keeping on,
they
right?
said God hears and answers prayers. I'm gonna say it loud enough.
There you go. There you go. So looking ahead throughout the rest of 2026, Stacey. So what excites you the most about these new offerings, and how will it help families and businesses feel more secure this year?
Well, what excites me about these new offerings is that I'm allowing you to take control of your peace of mind a lot quicker. So you don't have to wait, although I come out expeditiously and see you. But again, if you already know what you want, you can go online once the website is live, pick your package, and we can schedule an installation within 24 to 48 hours of you actually going online and creating the system that works for you.
Do people really know what they want, though?
That's what I was gonna ask too.
Well, some people do and some people don't. But here's the thing: if they don't, they still can reach out to me at the toll-free number, and we can have a conversation, and I can help them design it as well.
Okay.
For the people who don't know what they want, would you recommend any new 2026 must-have devices, anything like that?
Well, must-have devices are devices that you can control.
Mm-hmm.
Must-have devices are things that you have the ability to see for yourself, because I say you can't manage what you can't see.
Right.
And so those are must-have devices where you can unlock your door. If you have some medical challenges, people can talk to you two-way voice through your technology.
Okay.
Your flood detection.
Amen to that. I have that personal problem. If I need flood detection in my house right now.
Do you?
Oh yes.
I got you, man. I got
yes.
you. So we have to embrace the technology as well. A lot of times we don't like change.
Yeah.
We like, hey man, I've had this system for 15 years. I'm only paying $15.25. I don't want to do anything else. But that's the level of service that you're receiving as well with that type of technology. Everything needs to be upgraded potentially at some point.
Yeah.
And so I also want to caution my listeners that if the company you're working right now has not called you and asked you to upgrade and offered you anything, don't call them once somebody comes out and becomes a blessing to you, right? And then you say, hey, Chauncey just came out. He gave me this, and this. Because of course they're going to, acquiesce and lower at that point. But I'm saying, where were you then when I was needing the services? And I've been with you for over 10, 15, 20 years. We have to do a better job at that. We have to rock with people that's rocking with us.
That's right. Rock out. Well, you know what? You said something very important, that if I've had something for the last 15 years, with the exception of a spouse, you're supposed to change your car out before 15 years. You're supposed to change your boilers out. And every month you got to change your filters out, right? So there's a maintenance that's incumbent upon us to make sure that we are diligently pursuing. I know I didn't do that. Deferred maintenance can really cost you more money in the end.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you said that. You know how when you purchase a vehicle, when you're driving some of these luxury vehicles like Tamara, they will call you and say, hey, we know you had your vehicle since 2021. Would you like to upgrade? But security companies don't do that. You get it? And so when I come out and I'm able to save you money, add additional equipment to what you have, and then you call them to cancel, and now they want to give you the kitchen sink, you should have an issue with that.
Mm-hmm.
But our people would be like, oh, no, I got to go with them. I've been with them for 15, 20. But they haven't done anything for you. We have to do better with that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? 2026, we're still fresh into 2026. But are there some compelling stories that happen in 2025 that make you say, I know that I picked the right career because I'm helping the right people do the right thing, and that is saving your valuables?
The one that comes to mind, about a month and a half ago, young lady took advantage of the system. Actually had a system for about a year and a half. And she has MS. She's an educator, has a 12-year-old daughter, and has a 23-year-old son. But it was so amazing and heart-wrenching at the same time when I was at the home doing the overview about the system and talking about how the technology could work. Her 12-year-old daughter was sitting right there taking copious notes about everything like she was a 23-year-old. The son was nowhere to be found, right? And so she's a far risk. And so I gave her the medical pendant button, but I gave it to her in the wrist watch format so she could have it on her wrist. And she called me about 3 weeks ago, and she had a fall. Her daughter was at school, was not there, and she pressed the button once she came through because she had passed out. And once she came through, she hit the button, and EMS and everybody was there at that point in time.
And that probably saved her life.
Well, you know, it definitely made things much easier.
Yeah.
And then we had the smart locks as well. And so once the system was triggered, they started calling emergency contacts.
Yeah.
So her mother had the smartphone app, and she could actually just gain entry, so on and so forth. So her mother was there in a matter of 30 minutes or so. But the daughter had passed out. And so that's one that's top of memory that really made it a major difference.
And that story speaks volumes to me, because, you know, my grandmother passed out and passed away. And if she would have had that, you know, that button, she might still be here.
Yeah.
So I understand that.
Well, I have a story, and it's definitely not as life or death as that one. But see, because my cameras that you installed have a animal detection component to it, and we have a lot of wildlife out by me, and you know, wildlife can eat your grass up. They can eat up everything around you, eat your flowers up. So I can see when the deer are in my backyard, and I got that alarm system, and they scatter when I turn it on. And I just sit there and laugh like it's an Instagram video.
She said deer, y'all. Right? And we talking about ninjas. She talking about deer.
Yeah.
In the backyard. We talking about the ninjas in the backyard. She talking about
Well, you know what? Both can do damage. But you know what, Stacey? It's always a pleasure to see you. You always bring the goods. Y'all, it is up to you to make sure that you call that number, 866-447-3344. It can change your life, and it can definitely change your level of comfortability. Again, the number is 866-447-3344. Stacey, thank you once again. We truly do appreciate you. Y'all, believers, we appreciate you on this Wednesday afternoon. We always want to encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them. Show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love. Land on love. I love you, Jarrell.
Tammy, I love you too.
Believers, we love you. Baby Eminem, we love you too. Modi, I love you. Y'all stay optimistic.
All right.
Never say never. So, guys, if you were on my Instagram, my phone died. I forgot to plug it up last night. My heart didn't die for you, though. Thank you. Love you. Enjoy your day. Tina Hammond, what's up? DJ Velo. Tina, we will see you tomorrow. Peace. I love a short week, don't you?
Like, what's the usual ballpark of